Hello and welcome to a mod spot map first look. We are on Dondiego. That's the sell point from, I can't think of the name, but the Russian map. There's the cache point. Around the back is your garage where you can sell vehicles and doors open here and repair them. Here is your purchase point. All I've done thus far is load the BMW X5 in. It's in the shop as a Lizard, but the X5M and M series. So we are going to start by going, where are we? There. So we will head to the left, go to the grain mill. You can see from the speedo down the bottom it does 198 miles per hour, so it won't be too long getting you about. We'll zoom out a little, let you see. There's a nice big lake there. It is a big map this. I'm not sure whether it's a 4 times map, but so here is the mill. Tip point in the middle there for your grains. There's a lot of stuff on this map. It's 61 fields. So now we've been to the grain mill. This takes off like a rocket. So from the grain mill we will go left again and go to Möchtegernbauer. Not going to go to every sell point. There is lots and lots of sell points on this map. So not going to go to every sell point. The mouse just blipped out a little there. We've got the railway line here. There is 2 trains running on the map. As you can see, it's a bit of bird noise over in this side. Here is another, there's a nice house there, nice poo houses there. And in here is the next sell point. Looks like a dairy. Looks like it's a sell point for the milk. That we shall check. Just look. Takes off like a rocket in forward, but once you go out, so we will go around and over the bridge. Have a look over at this little island. You see it's a little island to the bottom with fields 49 to 61 on it. Railway also, woo, bit of a jump on the bridge there. That's mainly due to the fact that we're going so fast with this. So here we are on the island, and again we've got the fuel station there, so got another sell point in here, the train station, so you'll be able to sell your goods in here, load up the train. There's your tip point. Again, bit of a jump on it, especially with a car like this. There's not a lot of anything else over this side, so we will head back over the bridge. Must remember to stay on the right side of the road because we are in, I think this is Germany. This BMW is going to be the vehicle of choice for map tours. It's nice and fast. gets you around pretty quickly and slows down pretty quickly as well. The train is stopped. That has gone stationary. We'll not go through the train lines. The train is stopped, so let's just bring up the map. We want to go down to the transport hub. A couple of sell points here that we can show you. Give you a feel for the map. It is a massive map. That's a nice little hill sloping up to the hills there with the hills in the background. There is another sell point where you can load up on the train. Got another sell point to our left here. Trains appear to have stopped, and you got no entry, but it does let you in. And this sell point, talking here with the shadows, but you can get a gist of it. There is the selling point, and this is heading back towards the shop, so we want to go to the left here. There is one of your new crops in 17, a field of millet, although it will say it is Hershey. There you go, it's Hershey, but it is millet, no doubt. It is FS17 textures on these extra added crops, but that's not a problem to me, it doesn't look too bad. Another sell point here. Little windy power mill there. This is the garden centre, by the looks of things. Yeah, garden centre. That's written in English. It's strange on a foreign map where everything is in foreign. You get to the garden centre and it says garden centre. Not a problem. And there is a purchase point for something, but that's all in foreign again. We will see what the garden centre offers. Now go over this bridge. And to our left is the barn silo. And that's one where you can sell to the train. Load the train and go to the sell point there. There's another set up there, but there is a bridge here. We'll go over this bridge and just have a look. A lot of people about on here, and here's nice expanse of water, and here is what looks like the town. We've got a little supermarket there. Is that just decoration, or does it sell something? Got a selling trigger, so I'd imagine that is a selling trigger for eggs. We'll have a look in the town. Yeah, that town looks nice. Satellite dishes and TV aerials on the roofs. There's a nice church there. The town area looks like it's up on a bit of an hill. Another fuel station there. A lot of bridges over the rivers and waterways. There's a lot of water around here, and we shall go round here this way. As you can see, it's lovely scenery map. It's a bit featureless in places, but other places it's got features. So here's another of your sell points. This is for wood chips by the looks of things. Yeah, another sell point there. There is your woodland area. Let's go have a look in the woods. Good job, we've got an X5 BMW, so it's fairly high up. Not a lot of features on the floor of the map, but it is a woodland area, and pretty easy to see where your tree stumps are. That's one thing of doing the map this way, but would have liked to seen the pine needles and stuff on the floor. There is a few leaves on the floor, so it's not as bad as I first thought. It's okay. I thought that was just an ordinary ground texture, but it is leaves on the floor. So you have got woodland on here, now crashing into the river if we're not careful. Find our way back out of here now. I always tend to get lost if I come into a woodland area. Yeah, it's a pretty big woodland area, this. And here is the road again. We found the road. That's lovely. Down here are 2 or 3 more sell points. There's a lot of sell points on this. It's a nice little equestrian area there for jumping your horses. There's your animal dealer. So yeah, Emerson's Livestock. Everything here is pretty much come from the Russian map that was out in 17, and also it came out in 15. This is the woodyard, nice puddled area there on the floor, giving a bit more detail to it. And that is your selling point for wood. There's a lot of puddles, big puddles here. We shall head out here, back onto the road. And we will head down the way we was going actually, and go to this, have a look at the sugar mill, see what that's like. We see big open spaces that with the size of the map, it's really this car's not easy to handle once you get up to speed, but soon gets you to from A to B. Here is another Derby sell points. Going to be a bit tricky getting a courseplay vehicle through that little gap, but other than that, pretty good indeed. And over here we have, I'd imagine, the sugar beet factory. Go in through here and see where the sell point is in here. See if it's got anything special with it being a sugar beet sell point. It's got a heap of what looks like sugar beet, what's rotting there, but another big heap of sugar beet there, so definitely a sugar beet factory. Not as yet seen the tip point for it. I would guess that the tip point is there, you back into there and yeah, there's your sugar beet tip point. And nice to see that it's animated as well. Taking the sugar up into that. I really like that. That is great. A bit noisy, but that is nice that the sugar beet factory is animated. So let's have a look and see now where we're going from here. We now want to head straight down this road. We've covered pretty much everything here. We will head up as far as we can. We've been to the sawmill, we've been to the biomass heating plant, we've been to the barn silo, we've been to the supermarket, the fuel station, we've been to the garden centre. Even on the map it says garden centre, but on the actual thing it says garden centre. And yeah, we can really zoom along in this. Once it gets to 160 miles per hour, although it says 198, once it gets to 162 it's finished. We are quickly coming to the edge of the map now. So we want to, I'll just drop that down so you can see a bit more of the map. The outside of the map is not just painted trees, they look okay then. Look like they're part of breaking everything up. Here is another sell point as we head back around. Another big green selling point there. Looks like it's closed, it's got all barriers up at it, but don't know whether that's not a sell point actually. That is something you have to buy, I think, to store your stuff in. So we want to go over the bridge. You see it there coming up to the left, some boats on the river as well. That's a bit more detail to it, and we are there back to the little supermarket, so we are back to where we came over. So we want to go over the bridge and round to the left. Which will take us up. I mean, these fields here, these are huge. Fields 11 through to whatever field are huge. That's another of the new crops. That looks like another of the... That is dinkel, which I know is spelt. I did a Google search on that one. I haven't checked what all the other words mean. I know whatever the is, but there is one or two other crops I know what sure on it. And here there is another sell point, tucked right at the top corner of the map, as far to the north as you can go. And again another covered silo for selling your grains. So now we want to go down this road again. We are going to soon head back to the farm, have a look at what starting equipment you start with, what fields you start with. You've probably seen what fields we start with the jobs we've done. We're just going to head down this little dirt track. There's not much here, but just there's a little shed there that you can head down to. Yeah, I mean those trees breaking up those mountains, it's a pretty good use of stuff to make the border of the map. And what's this here? This looks like sunflowers in here. It is indeed sunflowers. So yeah, pretty extensive map. It's a fairly big map as well. So we will now head our way back to the farm. Here's field 14, which I think has another of the new crops. That's triticale. So you've got triticale here as well, which is a palm of old barley, I think, or a palm of old wheat. There's a couple of palms of old cereals. So we shall head and have a look at the farm where On the farm you have your sheep, your pigs, your cows and your chickens all in the same spot. We're now bombing along and heading down. There are several areas, another sell point there directly opposite your farm. But as we come in to the farm, we will leave our vehicle there. So you've got a washing place there for washing your vehicles, some sheds, fuel station there that is empty. Looks like the house from the Stancio Apache. Some more cupboard storage areas and more over there as well. Looks like you have a bit of, and here is your grain silo. Takes everything in there. Big massive grain silo, that's nice. And I suppose if you've got some of them big fields you need it. And here is our chicken pen. Our sheep pen. Not very big. For the size of this map, I'd like to have seen these animal placeable places a little bit bigger. Here is your pig pens. Again, just a small area for the animals. It's nice combine start there, John Deere. And here is your cow yard. Again, a small cow yard. I'd like to see these done bigger, but I suppose you can sell them off and buy a bigger one. Here is the vehicle workshop on the farm. So we will have a look at what we start with. So you start with some good equipment. You start with the John Deere 6230R. That's a 280 horsepower tractor. The John Deere 6135M, which is 142 horsepower. The T560 John Deere combine. The 1978 Lizard pickup. The Lizard Gravedigger, which is a BMW X5 we added in. The Agroliner TKD 302 trailer. The John Deere 625X header. For some of these fields that is small. The Agro Mass POH5 plough. The Horse Tiger 6DT. The Agro Maz Salvis 3800 seeder. The RD Mega 2200 sprayer. The Breedle K105 fertilizer spreader. The Repex 34S Bergman grass collector. And you've got your large cow pasture, your large pig enclosure, your large sheep enclosure, the horse paddock, which we didn't see, but the horse paddock is there as well, the chicken coop, you've got your farm silo complex, liquid manure digestate storage, the farm gas station, liquid fertilizer and herbicide storage, bunker silo medium doubled, pole barn, lizard shed 1, 2 of those, lizard shed 2, you've got 2 of those, the vehicle workshop, a water station and a cartridge pressure washer, the lizard fountain and the farmhouse. So that is everything that you start with. A nice array of equipment to start off with. We will now look at the sole points. So you got the Aitken Borough, which looks like it takes wheat, barley, oats, and it looks like that. Oh, and it also takes the triticale, all the new crops. So then you've got the biomass heating plant, the garden centre, the grain elevator, the grain mill, the arbour, the molkery, the ranch, the spinnery, the sugar mill, supermarket, the train station mill. So those are all your train collectibles. So yeah, so you start with good equipment, plenty of selling points, massive grain mill. I really like that. That nicely modelled. I've not seen this on any map before. Must be a custom made thing. So all that's left to say is thank you for watching this map first look. We hope you enjoyed watching it. Please give it a like, give it a share, drop us a comment, let us know what you think of the map. Thinking of doing a series on this actually, just to give it a try. If you're new to Summer Farm Estates and would like to see more of the work we do here, please subscribe to the channel, give that bell a knock. It will tell you when we do these videos, when we do our live streams. Until we see you again, this is Summer Farm Estates saying thank you for watching and goodbye for now.